Hey guys, and welcome to today's video. Today I'm going to be filming the ride or die tag. I'm pretty sure that Jaclyn Hill started this tag. Correct me if I am wrong, but if you guys don't know what it is, basically she had us pick one makeup item from each category. So like one foundation, one primer, one blush that you cannot live without. And this was really freaking hard. In a couple of categories, I was gonna pick two and just tell you guys like I have two. Then I was like, no, I'm gonna do it the right way. And I picked one for every category, but I had to think about this for a few days. It was pretty difficult. There is one category that I kind of picked two on, but I don't really think I cheated, and I'll explain to you when we get there. But yeah, let's just dive in. So of course we're gonna start with primer. And I went back and forth on this one forever. I almost picked the Makeup Forever Step 1 Equalizing Hydrating Primer just because it's just an everyday like great primer for dry skin, which is what I have. But I ended up picking the Hourglass Mineral Veil Primer for a couple of reasons. This is just a sample size. The full size of this is absolutely ridiculous expensive. Never bought the full size, only buy like the little sample sizes. But I love this. It's so velvety. Like it just turns your skin into velvet. It just smooths everything out, creates the best base for your makeup. Just so smooth, so velvety. My makeup lasts so long when I use this. So for those reasons, I had to pick this for my ride or die. I will continue to repurchase this probably forever. Probably just little baby sample sizes because the full size is like 80 some dollars. No big deal. But I know in the long run it'd probably be cheaper to buy the full sizes, but I'll only buy sample sizes probably. But yes, Hourglass Mineral Veil Primer, if you haven't tried it yet, try it. Buy the sample size. I think this is like $15. It's amazing. Alright, next up is foundation, and this was probably my easiest, well, one of my easiest items to pick. I kind of knew straight up what I was going to pick for this one, and that is the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Stick Foundation. This is the foundation that I wore on my wedding day. It's perfect. It is just literally the perfect foundation. I love it. I am in the shade 125 and it's gorgeous. I can't say enough good things about it. It just blends out so flawlessly, like just effortlessly. And you'd think because it was a stick foundation it'd be like a little bit difficult to work with, but no, it's just so beautiful and great coverage, and it's buildable. You know, it doesn't get cakey or weird on you if you try and build it up. So the coverage is really good on this. They have a great shade range. It's a little on the pricey side, but totally worth every single penny. This is definitely my ride or die foundation, and I will definitely repurchase it when I run out, which is sooner than it should be. Unfortunately, I've been using this like crazy lately, but I love it. Next up is concealer, and I picked the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. I have repurchased this concealer probably like 10 times. I don't know. I've lost count so many times. I love this concealer. It is so amazing. It is a drugstore price. I have mine in the shade Light. It's just so creamy, good coverage. It's not drying under the eyes at all. It's just absolutely perfect. It has your like average Joe doe foot applicator, which I really like, and it's just a great everyday concealer. Not much to say about it. It's really just an amazing concealer, and I will continue to repurchase this forever and ever and ever. And I've tried a lot of concealers, but this one just always comes out on top. Okay, so for like setting powders and contour powders, I picked a whole palette, and I picked the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. I picked this palette for a couple of reasons. Starting off with the highlighting shades. I love that it has this kind of orangey toned highlighting shade. This is great for canceling out any like darkness or purple under your eye. So I love that. The banana shade in this palette is really nice as well. It's not too much, like sometimes banana powders are just like too yellow and they look really gross on me, but this one is just absolutely perfect. And then I love that they have just a normal like skin toned type setting powder. So what I'll end up doing is I'll mix all three of these together quite often actually. I probably use the orange toned one least, but sometimes if I do have dark circles, I will mix all three of them together. But then just to tone down that yellow powder even more, I will take it and mix it in the vanilla shade just to tone it down a little bit more. But great setting powders. I love the colors, and I love the formula of these as well. Same goes with the contour shades. I love this cool toned one for contouring. It's the absolute perfect shade for me. It works great, and then I like that they have two kind of warmer tone shades just for warming up the skin. I really don't use these two too often, but sometimes if I'm in a rush and I just want a little bit of warmth, I will mix those two together and just kind of, you know, go around the base of my face. But I love this palette. It's been hyped up quite a bit when it first came out, and it's kind of settled down now, but I still think it is an amazing palette. I like this better than the Anastasia one. I think it's incredible. Okay, this is kind of another one for warming up the face, but this is just like a bronzer, and this is the Physicians Formula Bronze Booster. This bronzer is perfect. It is absolutely the perfect bronzer. Like, if you haven't tried this, you need to. All Physicians Formula bronzers are amazing, but I specifically like this one. This one is in the shade Light Medium, which does work for me, but it is a little bit too light for me actually right now that it's summertime, but now that we're going into winter in a few months, this one will be perfect for me, but it's just a perfect bronzer. Like, it's smooth and buttery, and there's a little bit of sheen to it, but there's not like big chunky glitter in it, which I really appreciate. I don't like glittery products on my face. It's a perfect color. It's just an amazing bronzer. Lasts for a really long time in the skin. It's just an amazing, amazing bronzer, and it is a drugstore price, so that is always a plus. All right, for blush, this was another one that was one of the easier categories for me. I picked the NARS blush in the shade Madly, and in the pan, this really doesn't look like too much, but even swatched, honestly, this doesn't even look like it's that special, but on the skin, it is just, it's so stunning. I don't even know if you're gonna be able to see it swatched, actually. Yeah, you can kind of see it like right in there. It's just beautiful. I love these like nudie type shades of blushes. It has a little bit of glitter in it. No, not even glitter, just like a sheen. But it's just like the perfect everyday blush. I don't like too pinky blushes or anything like that. I love these like nudie type of shades. It's just the perfect everyday blush. Any occasion, whatever. It's just perfect. And it was in the shade Madly, if I didn't say that already. And it's NARS, so you know that it's going to be a good formula, and you know it's going to last a long time on the skin. So this is definitely one of my ride or dies. Highlights. This was a hard one, but I ended up going with MAC's Soft and Gentle. This is just a perfect highlight. It doesn't shift to gold. It doesn't shift to silvery to pinky. It's just like right in the middle of everything. It's just beautiful. Like, yes, it's just beautiful. I love the formula of these. They last a really, really long time. And it's just, it's stunning. It is absolutely stunning. It's definitely my favorite highlighter that I have, and it is definitely considered one of my ride or dies. Okay, for eyes, this is where I cheated a little bit. Not a lot, but a little bit. So I picked a palette, and then I picked single eyeshadows. I just could not decide between the two. They are both amazing, and they're kind of different in a way, so we're gonna let this one slide. So for single eyeshadows, I of course picked Makeup Geek. Honestly, like, I cannot say enough good things about Makeup Geek eyeshadows. I have a video where I review these and swatch all my shadows. This isn't all of them. I have a bunch of foiled ones too. So if you want to check that out, I will link it down below. But seriously, like, these are just the most amazing shadows I have ever used. They're stunning. I'm not going to talk about them anymore because I could go on and on, but they're amazing. And then for my palette. So I've only had this palette for like 3 months. And I know that probably you would think I would pick something that I've had for a long time and I've been using forever and ever, but I fell in love with this palette so quickly, and I love it so much. So anyways, it's the Lorac Pro 3 palette. And this actually didn't get great reviews. I was pretty surprised, but I love it. First of all, just the shade range is perfect. I just think of this as like the perfect everyday nude palette. I love that there's 10 matte and there's 10 shimmers. I love that it doesn't lean too much towards cool tone or too much towards warm tone. It's just literally straight down the middle. I did review this palette and I have a whole video on it up, so I will link that below too if you want to get a little more details on it. But these shadows are incredible. Like, I love this palette so much. I've been using it nonstop. It's amazing. All right, next up for eyeliner, this one was another easy one for me. I picked the Marc Jacobs. I don't know if this has like a real name other than like Marc Jacobs eyeliner, but it's a Marc Jacobs eyeliner, and they look like this. This is just a sample size, but these are amazing. Like nothing lasts in my waterline like these do. They are so ridiculously creamy, so black. These are incredible. Usually if I go to work and I have like something in my waterline, by the end of the day, it's gone. Not with this guy. Like this lasts so long. I want to get so many more colors of these. They are incredible. All right, next up for mascara, I picked the Maybelline Lash Sensational. I have repurchased this so many times. Nothing compares to this mascara, like even high-end. I've tried a lot of high-end mascaras because I get like 4 subscription boxes a month, so I get a lot of like sample size high-end mascaras, and I have not found one that I like better than this, and this is a fraction of the price. It is the perfect mascara. I wear it all the time. It has your like rubber typed wand, which actually at first kind of turned me off because I normally like natural bristly typed wands. But this is amazing. I love the formula of this. My lashes just are so long, so thick, so black, and they stay curled all day long.
This is an amazing mascara. Definitely pick some on the face.
Definitely pick it up if you haven't already. And last but not least, a lip product. This was probably the hardest, but I landed on MAC's Twig for a couple of reasons. It's just the perfect shade. It literally goes with every eye look. It's just a perfect like nudie pink. I love the formula of MAC lipsticks. I love the smell of MAC lipsticks. So I landed on Twig, and I'm not mad about it. Alright guys, so that wraps up my ride or die makeup tag. I challenge all of you guys to do this tag as well. It was really fun, really challenging, but I think it's fun to see kind of what everyone, it's one product that they just cannot live without. Thank you guys so much for taking time to watch my video today. Please do not forget to subscribe before you leave, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.